spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 3.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Richardson to throw off play action. Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man down the field. That's Ioman. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
4 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 31. Now Richardson. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 25, here's a second down and 4.
Dragon 60. Ready. 79 Broncos.
On the draw, here's Genty. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's a gain of
18 yards that time to push him up first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 70 Timberwolf, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Now it's Richardson. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Okay, now from back at the 5, this is third and goal.
Here we go. 19 Lion. 19.
Richardson looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. Alec Iomanner. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, and they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Hold on. Check. Super. DC. 76. Come on. 76.
Now it's gone.
The series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Goff going to shift him around. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, they don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third down and 6.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Alec Eilmanner with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Lions nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 74 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Here's you got the sense that they stalled out here, and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game. Could have gotten under.
7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Richardson back to throw it. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
19 tight, 19. Come on, set. Bronco 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On first down, it's Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
At the 41-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
7 Pirates. Down.
Richardson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
Ready.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Wide open receiver complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
18 Rattler.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Genty. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
1 yard on the play.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Mustang 19.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll try and do this himself. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Merlin, Tiger.
To throw is Goff. Drops it to Jones in the flat. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
DC. Jester.
They're going to look to throw. Hyatt there to grab it. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. For the Lions, first down.
Goff throwing again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Switch it. Louis.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Orange. 17. Hey, kill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Throw caught by Hyatt on a slant. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 6.
Now 3rd down.
11. Hey, Shell. Hey, let's go.
Goff now to throw. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
40-yard line.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Hardball. Shell. Hold on. Check. 12. DC. Go, 12. Go. Ric Flair.
Here's Goff. Now they'll tuck this, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
2nd and 19 at the 49-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. A Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for two.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
Louis. George. Cordell. Hold on. Check.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
13. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Buffalo 18. 60 Mavericks.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
10 yards on the big
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space, kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And it's third
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And the Bears first down.
Mustang 19. Panther 11.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
5-5-1-8 super value super 6.
Back to throw. Goff. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. His first reception in the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
10 yards. That's good. For a Lions first down. 1st and 10.
Goff going to bring his guys around a bit. Up the middle, Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
He's brought down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hold on. Check. Let's go. Motion. What's that?
Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Maverick. Shula. Listen. 14. DC.
Gone. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Hold on.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Tonight. 76. Tell him. 76. What's that?
Goff now looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Here's Goff. And now another one thrown incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something's off with that one.
Three straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
4 down. Super 1. Hardball. Louis. 17. Twos. What's that?
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
12. Hey, 76. 72. Maverick. Wall. 180. Listen.
Now gone. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Go. We go. Tiger. 180.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Goff going to shift him around. And inside give to Jones.
Number 32.
And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's Goff. He has Hyatt over the middle. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Here's Goff. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That play looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Black 20.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
It's a gain of 2.
So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jones will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
now
goal.
back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
180. 5. 12.
From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Velus Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
The extra point.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
20, Bears 17. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Timberwolves. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions.
Now it's Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. Richardson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Ready.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete. Pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
On the set.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Cougar 19. Warrior 70. Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are. at this juncture of the playoffs, but with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw is gone. Pass to the right. There's Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
30-yard line.
And this is incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
180.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
Hey, 76. Super 66. Turbo.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now they're audible to something else.
What's that?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Super. What's that?
Throwing now, Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he did it, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
76. 120. What's that?
Goff now to throw. They'll try and do this, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This to swell the lead to 6. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. And he's going to score. Oh, my goodness. He returns it all the way. This game is tied. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
White 20. 2 for 1. 5. 2 up.
Now it's gone. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Loss of 7.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts
At the 22-yard
as they'll
line.
head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd down.
12. Here we go. Like super.
Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
Seventeen. Louis. Tiger. 12.
He's back to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
180. Value 1.
Switch gears.
76. Tell him. 76. 70. Hold on. Check.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here we go. This is 4th down.
180. Super. 14. We go. 76.
Now Goff. He'll try to do it himself. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she's starting to hum a little bit, isn't she?
You think she's doing scales at this point? I don't think there's any doubt about it, but they had to go for it. In this situation, with their timeout situation as well, they had to take the chance and try and get it done. They didn't. Now they're powerless to stop them, essentially.
They need a big play somehow for their defense.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward.